I spent my life in high-performance computing before I came to Microsoft, which meant I had the privilege of working on the fastest machines that had ever been built on this planet to this point. And I realized, though, after I came to Microsoft, I might have been focused on high-performance computing, but I was absolutely not focused on large-scale computing, because the data centers that Microsoft are building are the biggest computing infrastructures that have ever been built by orders of magnitude. And that is why thinking about energy efficiency and environmental friendliness, about how we design for economic constraints so that we can make available cloud services worldwide, we really do have to question many of the conventional assumptions, because bigger is not just bigger. Bigger is different, and it's different in some fundamental ways. One of the really interesting things about clouds is scale. Not only the physical infrastructure, but the volume of data that exists. What that means is suddenly statistics becomes your friend. You not only have one or two instances of something, you have hundreds of thousands, millions, in some case billions. And that means the ability to extract insight based on statistics can drive transformative effect in business. We've seen lots of examples of this in smaller scale, as we've seen businesses mine buying patterns to understand the implications for logistics and shipping of content for just-in-time delivery based on consumer demand. That's just the tip of the iceberg, because at scale, we can not only look at what someone bought, we can understand intent. We can think about what they might do in different contexts, and that means we can start to anticipate, not simply respond. And there are an enormous number of examples of that across different domains where that scaling has made new things possible. One of the canonical examples of bigger is not just bigger, bigger is different, is in the power of machine language translation. One of the holy grails of computing for the last 50 years has been to design a computer system that could understand human speech and translate from one language to another. Every science fiction movie in the world has incorporated some aspect of that theme. And researchers and linguists have been looking at the nature of human language and what the rules are for the last 50 years and what it would mean for computer implementation. But think about what happens today when you bring up Bing and you do an auto translation from one language to another. How does that happen? It's not necessarily that we have much deeper insights into human language than we did a decade ago, though we do. It is that we have data at a scale that's unprecedented, so that when you see this in one language and you see this in another language, and you see it all the time, this almost always means that. Statistics becomes your friend at scale. And there are an enormous set of examples like that. That's why bigger is not just bigger, bigger is different.